Right, another few busy weeks on this thing, just trying to get it ready to take it to Devon Truck Show. I wanted to take it there for its first proper test. So basically, since the last video, all I've done is the parts that I mentioned have arrived and I fitted them. That's basically it. So I got the front servo bracket in place, obviously holding the two front servos, one of them for steering the front axle and the other one for activating the differential locks via those cables. I showed you the servos in the last video. Got the bracket finally, so drilled and tapped, put that in and put the servos in, so that was good. So I've done that. Also I got these very cool little orange double burner marker lights from my good friend Tom over at Dradi. So yeah, if you don't know what they are, double burners are, they look like one light but they got two lights in them basically. So Tom made me those in orange. I got 4 along the bottom edge and then 1 up here. So it's the same on the other side. And then I got 2 in the grill. I did put this temporary super badge here. I do want to get, that's a 3D printed as a resin one. I would like a metal one. And I messaged the guy on eBay who makes the stainless steel badges, and he said, "Yep, I'll put the listing back up." He's yet to do that, but I'll keep nagging him because I want a few. But yeah, that's looking good. Big thank you to Stickies for doing my logo for me. Thank you very much, Ian, for getting that sorted. So that looks really cool up there. Obviously a little teaser to the colour that the truck's going to go, or one of the colours. Up here on the roof I put the aerials on, just Lee Soo ones. They're quite long. I was going to cut them down, but actually I quite like them now it's been out. But yeah, obviously one aside. The Kirk air horns, just for jumbos. They come in a pack of 4, 2 big and 2 small. I use the 2 big ones here. I think I might use the small ones on the crane truck actually. And then here we have the beacon bar, and the little beacons, whatever you want to call them. All of them are from Piston King. This bar is something I've been wanting to buy for a while. I've seen it on their website a lot. Little piece of advice: if you do buy it, it looks like it comes with a little protective film over the middle. Do not remove it. I removed mine, and it's part of the light because this middle bit's separately illuminated. So yeah, don't take it off. I had to wrap this in white vinyl and heat gun it on, and then I put these Kelsa stickers on it just because I had them spare. While I was putting the beacons on, these were going to go in the top of the roof and in the spoiler here. I was going to countersink them like I did on that one, but I thought when they arrived, actually that's a bit too much on the roof, and a few friends said, "Nah, put them on the tower." So that's what I did, and I'm quite glad I did. I just put them in these little metal tubes, and yeah, that worked quite well. The air tanks, by the way, aren't central, they're offset to the right, hence why there's a gap there but not there. You get used to it, but yeah, the central line is between those two lockers. So yeah, while I was doing that, I thought a light bar here would be really cool. So I messaged Miro, just a 9cm long bar with 4 red lights in it, and then on the top these are work lights. However, when they arrived, they had partially melted because he used a new glue that reacted in the post, unfortunately. So I've taken the reacted damaged parts out, and he's sending me some new ones, but I can still use the backings for now. So they just clip on, and they'll be just white lights, just work lights to illuminate back here. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I wanted to get it ready to drive because I wanted to take it to Devon. And Devon Truck Show, DTS, yeah. I wanted to take it because I wanted to drive it, but I also wanted to pull Keith's trailer. Unfortunately, this is the closest I got to that. I knew the kingpin was different, so I brought the right one with me. But what I didn't know is that changing the pin on that trailer is a bit more work than Keith and I expected. We thought you could just take it off from the outside, but you can't. There's a nut on the inside of the neck that you've got to get to. So you've got to take my neck apart, and we didn't want to do that. So we left it alone. What I might do, because this is the 5th wheel I'm talking about, this thing that goes side to side, I might change this for a few weeks just because I want to use this truck at a few clubs now. So I might swap this out for a normal Tamiya 5th wheel. That way I can possibly pull Keith's trailer. I might look at doing that. I've got a spare one somewhere. So I might just swap them over quickly if the holes line up. We'll see. But yeah, other than that though, it drove pretty well. It's a big old truck. It does turn like an absolute boat. I was dialing in the steering as much as I could at the show, but yeah, I was getting the hang of it. It was alright. But yeah, Devon show, I took this one, I took all my trucks actually, Dad had his fridge trailer there. That was pretty cool to see. Spent over 3 years working on that. He insisted on doing it all himself, so that's why it took so long. But yeah, since the new year, when he sorted out his spare room and turned it into that workshop, he's been very productive on it. And massive thank you to Stickies for sorting the decals out for Dad. Did a superb job with them. Thank you so much, mate. Dad sort of described to me what he wanted. I drew it up, made sure Dad was happy with what I drew, and then sent those drawings to Stickies, who worked their magic and got them sorted really quickly for him. The trailer's like 99% done. I think there's one sticker left to put on the roof, and it's pretty much done then. So that's cool. And the other highlight for me was seeing this. So finally, Reggie had his model out on display next to the real truck. So if you don't know, if you've forgotten, I did the wiring on that one last year, end of last year. Gave the truck back to him in mid-December. It has a few little jobs on it, little finishing bits and bobs that needed to be done. Reggie did all those eventually, and so now it is a finished article. I did bring it home very briefly after the show just to do a software update on it, nothing major, but it's all fine. He had it with the real truck Friday evening and Saturday, and then Sunday or Saturday evening I took it to the marquee, had it for the night run, and then Sunday I used it for a bit, just driving it around the layout. Reggie's a legend. He just said, yeah, take it, have some fun with it. So that's what I did, which is really cool to see. So yeah, that's it really. Next thing is Nationals for me. That's a big old show. I don't know how many weeks away it is now. 6 weeks, something like that. 5 or 6 weeks. It's going to go by really quickly. I got to give each truck a service, basically go through each truck and each trailer, give it all a clean, make sure it's all fully working. That will take a bit of time. So until then, I'm just going to do boring. I'm calling all that Nationals prep, so it's nothing interesting really. So until then, this thing's going to be put on hold. I will use it as it is. I might change the fifth wheel, but other than that, it's just going to be used until after the Nationals like this, and then we'll carry on working on it then, and the videos will carry on like normal. I'll do a few little clips. I'll record some clips at the Nationals and put them up. I do that as like the YouTube shorts, the little 10 to 30 second clips. If you can't go to the Nationals, don't worry, there's going to be a ton of videos about it online. There's some amazing I don't know what you call them, videographers, people who record videos with the right kit, and they got all the good angles and they can do the editing. Yeah, I take my hat off to them. I couldn't do it, but it's phenomenal work from them. And you see them going around, they're going to make some awesome content with it. So yeah, just check out YouTube the weeks after Nationals, it'll all be up. I'll try and upload some of those clips during the weekend and the following days. But there we are. Anyway, I hope to see some of you at Newark. I will disappear now until probably the end of July. Well, we will carry on with this one. And yeah, I got all the bits for the crane truck now as well from Tom. I got all the side skirts, the cab side panels. I've also got the new motor and pump from Toucan Hobby. So yeah, I've got plenty of parts there to crack on with that one after the Nationals as well. So that's the plan. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. I'll see you, say, near the end of July. And until then, see you later. Cheers.